BitcoinRich.com. Hard hitting and in your face, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a bombshell video. I'm going to reveal the secrets of 5 major megatrends that could change your life in 2022. You know, there's a lot of negativity out there for good reason. There's massive economic, financial disruption. We know there's a lot working against you, but today I want to give you practical tools, 5 megatrends that could change your life in 2022, and I believe are the areas you should be taking advantage of today. So like and share this video. Make sure you get us up to 1,000x plus likes. I certainly appreciate that. I appreciate you. Blessings to all of you tuning in. And of course, Jesus Christ is King. Megatrend number 1, remote work and travel. There has been a seismic demographic permanent shift in how people are working worldwide. Going back to the office, unless you're in maybe like a manufacturing job, although a lot of those jobs are being replaced by technology, algorithms, and robots, will no longer exist 2022 and beyond. Okay, we are moving to a remote work mobilized society of which every country and every citizen, no matter where you are in the world, is competing for the same income and the same jobs in a decentralized fashion. So that's megatrend number 1 you should be thinking about, even if you're just getting your side hustle on. Let's say you're creating those new cash flows. You've got a job, but you want to make, an extra $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month, maybe $10,000 a month. Think about what you can do remotely. Okay, information or value that you can add independently from the traditional archaic dinosaur model that they're getting rid of. The whole reason for this mega trend of putting people back into their houses in recent years, decentralizing everything, was intentional. Okay, we're not going back to the 9 to 5, and thank goodness for that. I mean, that sounds like a nightmare to me. That always sounded like a nightmare growing up, having to work a corporate job in a little cubicle your entire life with the fake, false, elusive promise that someday you were going to retire when you got old and sick and died, and you were going to somehow live the good life. That was a scam, okay? That's what society is always selling you. Notice the most successful people in the world today, most of them did not even finish college. In fact, the truth be told, people don't even care about your resume as long as you've got the 1,000x principles and the 1,000x skill sets, and you're so darn good at what you do, whether or not you're a baseball player, you're an athlete, you're a business person, businessman, businesswoman. Performance speaks the volumes. Your performance, your skill set, and your ability is really your resume. It's not what you put on a piece of paper. Companies don't care about that. So the first major mega trend, you need to think about becoming independent, becoming decentralized, tapping into the remote work environment, and also how this opens up endless possibilities, in my view, which I think are awesome, of travel and life experiences, which, if you look at life, time is so precious and short. You want to experience as much as you can, get as much out of your life as possible. And what's super cool about the remote work revolution is you can choose when and how much or when you actually want to work. You don't have to work that typical schedule of which there's a lot of dead time. I mean, let me give you an example of this. Like, think about how many people, even today, still sit in traffic for hours, maybe 2 hours a day just to get to the office. And this was typical in the baby boomer generation. That's a waste of time. There's zero productivity. Nobody's making any money. You're under stress. Your cortisol levels are raising. You're not actually producing anything. It's just dead, wasted time. So think about that as well. You can actually be incredibly efficient in your own business life, okay, and in your professional life by time utilization and increasing your skill sets of productivity. So that's major trend number 1. Major trend number 2, make sure to like and get us up to 1,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen, is what you've been hearing about in recent years, but this trend is major and is going to continue. That's social media and e-commerce sales, okay, which has been here for over a decade. This isn't something new, but it's something that is going to continue. So I'm going to vouch for this, and I'm going to give you some real life examples from somebody that has over 1 million plus subscribers on the internet, who built a platform here, AMTV, over the years, over the last, decade plus, because I really believed in it. Number one, it's something that I'm passionate about, that I like doing. Number two, I saw that it was a disruptive force in the global economy and that there would be opportunity in this area. But there was a great article on CNBC.com today about this young man who basically attempted to go to medical school, figured out he didn't like that. I guess he didn't like a lot of the things that he had to do as a medical doctor. So he dropped out of medical school and started basically a social media YouTube channel. He's now making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. In 2021, for example, his content creation business brought in over $1.5 million in revenue. And basically, he's making more money, he's happier, he's independent than he has ever been in his entire life. And he goes over various areas of where he makes money. One, which is about 25% of his income, is AdSense, which you can actually make big money in AdSense and these advertising programs on YouTube. I mean, I'll give you an example. I actually don't run any AdSense because I sell all my own products and services, but on a typical month, I could do 50,000 plus. On a big month, $100,000 plus just on AdSense, just creating content, which blows a lot of people's minds. I mean, think about this. Think about all the people going to college. Okay, think about all the people going to these traditional schools thinking that their degree is somehow going to translate into high income. Well, it's not like income's the primary goal in life, but when you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars at school with no guarantee of your ability to actually make money and move forward. I mean, think about the fact that if you're not making big income in today's environment, your chance of owning a home is like next to nil. I mean, prices in normal areas across the country are now skyrocketing plus $1 million plus that were worth like $300,000-400K just a couple of years ago. Okay, so AdSense is an area where in this particular case, this gentleman's doing about 25% of his revenue. He's also selling products online. He's doing affiliate marketing for companies and also sponsorships, which is translating into that revenue bucket where he was doing about, I think, what was it, $1.5 million a year just with those income streams. So he's also building multiple income streams. So this is something that I want you guys to think about today, is you always want to create multiple income streams. You don't just want one. The reason for that is if that one income stream goes down, the ship capsizes, you're crap out of luck, and you have to reorganize completely. So as you're building your income or your first business, or maybe you're working for an employer, you need to start thinking about how do you create additional streams of income? Are you selling something? Are you starting a new business? Do you have a new side hustle? Maybe you're simply investing. It could be investing in crypto, earning staking rewards, making 5, 6, maybe 10% APY, just having your money work for you. Maybe you're buying real estate rentals and you're renting those homes out. Maybe you're consulting. In fact, that's another area of major revenue that we see today that I think you guys can think about and take advantage of that opportunity. So that's massive. Social media e-commerce is not going away. If you haven't learned about that, I encourage you to learn about that. And in this guy's case, he says another about 25% is made just on sponsorships and affiliate marketing. Megatrend number 3, which you should all know and should all be learning about at school, ladies and gentlemen. I've been teaching these principles for nearly a decade at bitcoinrich.com, and I have a special promo code for you guys today. If you go to bitcoinrich.com and you enter the promo code 1000X Life, it's your last chance to get in at the discount before we raise pricing to $349.99 a month. So you'll save really big. There's a 33% off today's sale just because you're watching this video. The promo code is only here. So I encourage you, if you know nothing about tapping in to these mega trends today, which we've gone over, remote work, travel, social media, e-commerce, okay, how to make sales online, blockchain, crypto, and tokenization, which is item megatrend number 3, you need to learn about this stuff. Let me give you an example. Do you know how many tens, hundreds of millions, soon to be billions of dollars are pouring in of crypto capital into political campaigns? Huge amounts of money. In fact, Peter Thiel has been donating huge amounts of money to specific candidates recently. There was another story in CNBC.com today talking about, I think it was $30+ million donated to several candidates out in, I think it was one in particular, out in New York, paid entirely in crypto. So we're now seeing the crypto blockchain community, which has grown increasingly wealthy and will grow. You tuning in can grow increasingly wealthy in the coming months and years. We're seeing a lot of political capital actually transfer into the crypto space. Let me give you an example of this. You guys need to zoom out. A lot of people will look at like Bitcoin, for example, and they'll be like, well, Christopher, it's down. Well, the US stock market's down this year as well. When you zoom out, for example, and let me show you some of these year-to-date returns. It's really kind of interesting to look at, where you can see kind of the bigger picture as you go from 1 to 2 years to 3 years and 5 years and further out. Let me throw out some numbers here for you guys. I'm at thebarchart.com. I'm looking at BTC to USD. You can see, for example, that over 2 years, you've doubled your money in Bitcoin. There's been a 225% rate of return in just 2 years. Okay, that's assuming that you just bought and held, and let's say you've been dollar cost averaging over time. There is a 1,147% rate of return if you've held for 5 years. Okay, you've tripled your money in 3 years if you've held for 3 years. Okay, so that is a massive, massive trend. Looks like I'm gonna lose this computer real quick, so let me add this promo code really shortly here for you guys. Let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll close this laptop and I'll continue on trends 4 and 5 that I think are very beneficial for you guys to think about today. Okay, so I've just dropped that link there. You can reload this video. That's the 1000X Life promo code. I encourage you to take advantage and enroll today before it goes away. Again, now's the time to do it. Okay, you definitely don't want to be buying high in a couple of months from now. Okay, I see that a lot with trends in social media where people capitulate at the peaks and then they capitulate at the bottoms, and they actually do the opposite of what they should be doing. Like right now, you should actually be investing in yourself. What is the greatest investment that you could possibly make today is yourself. Okay, I mean, that's something that even my own father taught me as a young kid. He said, Christopher, always invest in yourself. You can never go wrong investing in yourself. And I encourage all of you guys tuning in. So I put that link there just so you've got it before this laptop goes bye-bye. I'll pin that message. Make sure you get into that. So let's talk about trend 4. Trend 4 kind of ties into the remote work travel situation, which was trend number 1, but is strategic relocation and internationalization. So not only could you make a lot of money as a company helping people travel, okay, tourism has tremendous, crazy demand. I mean, think about what's happened in the last couple of years. Everybody wants to get out, see something new, go to Europe, go to Hawaii, for example, go to Maui, or go anywhere for that matter, as a lot of people have been cooped up. So helping people with strategic relocation, with passports, maybe you know your local area better than anywhere in the world, depending on what country you're in, what city you're in. Just that knowledge could be highly, highly valuable in a concentrated micro niche. I always say find a micro niche, not just a niche, but a very specific micro niche to first build whatever product or service that you're putting out there to the world. I use this example because one of my students is doing really well. She started like an NFT marketplace, non-fungible token marketplace recently, and then she's teaching the skill sets of basically how to use that new technology. And she's like having fantastic success in that area. So it's totally doable. Number 5, this is massive. And of course, we're on the cutting edge of this with Island Project, soon to be launched. This is the first private real estate portfolio in the world backed on the blockchain of Maui Real Estate. It's decentralized, includes a portfolio of assets, luxury homes, condominiums, land, and here's what's dope about it. No one else in the world has done this up until now, but this is going to be a massive, massive trend, is fractionalized assets. Okay, this is something that I learned about quite a bit over the last 10 years or so in the blockchain Bitcoin space is how blockchain is absolutely going to self-destruct the current financial economic asset models by fractionalizing ownership of said assets. Okay, so for those of you enterprising, entrepreneurial type individuals out there, or for those of you looking just to pivot into massive opportunities, fractionalized ownership of asset classes is going to be one of the biggest trends that nobody's talking about, which you're hearing about on this video, which is something that I'm actually doing for our Island Project private members and my own portfolio of real estate here locally in Maui, Hawaii. So let's talk about that for a minute. Fractionalized real estate is going to be a mega trend in the future. This is the reason why home prices, although things might be a little hot now, and there's always going to be peaks and troughs, I don't see, especially in key areas, real estate prices really dropping that significantly. And it's because of this. It's because fractionalized real estate, 1/10 ownership of a home, okay, 1/24 ownership of a luxury property, 1/5 ownership of a condominium. This could be 1/10 ownership of a plot of land that people are actually living on. Okay, fractionalized asset classes, this will also affect the stock market, really anything that you can think of. In the future, for example, you could buy fractionalized, tokenized social media influencers. You could buy like 1/1000th of me, okay, and my ability to create revenue online, let's say like if you just believe in what I do. I mean, you've got to be thinking about how these major trends are going to impact every area of your life, and think about what this is, how this is going to spawn even more capital appreciation and higher utilization of wealth and concentration of wealth. And not all of it's good, as we see a huge wealth transfer right now, but it's actually going to probably stratify things even more, because we're entering a world now, okay, where everything's going to be fractionalized as a result of this disruptive new technology, principally blockchain, that is tokenizing various asset classes, kind of like Airbnb and Uber took traditional models of business, whether or not this was vacation rentals, okay, or it's taxi cabs, and basically created a higher utilization rate. So let's talk about that for a minute. Airbnb, for example, has taken homes, okay, that were mostly unused. In fact, in the wealthiest communities in the world and in the United States, most of the luxury properties are unused, meaning they're the 5th home of a very wealthy family, or they're the 10th property of a very wealthy, could even be small LLC or corporation. They're very infrequently used, don't have high utilization rate. And so companies like Airbnb came into that marketplace realizing the opportunity and started creating higher levels of income and utilization, which have only sent the prices of those said properties soaring. That's going to continue. Couple that and now magnify it another 1000x. And by the way, there's tons of opportunity to make money. That's why I started my own company here, the Island Project, in this area. Now with fractionalized ownership, that trend is going to continue to soar even more in the future. So these are massive, concrete, disruptive, fundamental trends that if you're strategically pivoting into, okay, this year in 2022, I believe wholeheartedly you're going to have amazing success. So again, if you're just coming in here, and then I've got an offer for you guys, make sure you get at school, bitcoinrich.com. There's a link below. I'll re-add that link, but it's pinned in the live section comment. Make sure you get in. Okay, you get in today only with the promo code 1000x Life, ladies and gentlemen. 1000x your health, your wealth, your experiences, 1000x your travel, 1000x your body, 1000x your finances, 1000x your relationships. Do it this year because things are going to get really, really rough. And I've talked about this for a long time. You need to be building your economic, financial, spiritual arcs in this environment of a storm. Okay, we're going to see more wealth redistribution, which we've already seen in the coming 12 months than we've ever seen in world history. Things are going to become stratified even more because of these trends. So let's review these trends one more time. Trend 1, remote work and travel. Click the link below. Make sure you get in school and you can learn the principles of how to start generating your first new monthly side hustle income $1,000 to $3,000+ a month. Learn about how to stake your crypto. Learn about the next potential 1,000x opportunities in the blockchain space. Learn how to start a new business. Learn how to create new opportunities. Learn how to decentralize yourself, privately host your financial wallets. I mean, for example, if you're concerned about capital controls moving forward, you're concerned about inflation, more supply shocks. Look what's going on geopolitically right now. You know, all these major events. If you're concerned about that, should you not at least be diversifying not just your knowledge, but also your financial wealth just a little bit? Of course you should. Okay, so we've got remote work, we've got travel, we've got social media and e-commerce trends, which are going to continue to be massive opportunities. I highlighted the example that one individual did like $1.5 million in revenue in 2021. He's going to do even more in 2022. Blockchain, crypto, tokenization of financial assets. 4, strategic relocation, internationalization, declaring your own sovereignty, your own economic, financial, physical independence. Let other countries compete for your business. Okay, just like you let companies compete for your business and you let your significant others, those that you choose to marry, you know, for example, to compete for you, okay, and you're competing for them. Let countries compete for your business, okay? And this is why we've seen the digital nomad revolution in recent years, you know, getting 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th passports, having multiple options creates more diversification in an environment of extreme disruption. And then number 5, what I think is the greatest opportunity actually this year in 2022, which is why I'm heavily invested in it, with Island Project and our private members. This is soon to launch. This is our private portfolio of fractionalized real estate here in Maui, Hawaii. I developed this proprietary non-fungible parcels, non-fungible property, of which we fractionalize the best real estate in the world, of which all of you guys own, have the same ownership principles as traditional real estate, is fully liquid. You can buy and sell, earns income, you can use it, and to top it all off, provides first mover access to our world-class blockchain technology, which I believe is going to 10,000+x, not financial advice, but I believe is going to be the biggest tokenization of the real estate market that's ever occurred in world history. So to get in all this today, ladies and gentlemen, to learn these fundamental hard-hitting and in-your-face skills, okay, to be proactive in your own life and realize that you can do this, that you don't have to be a genius, okay? You don't have to be the best looking out there, okay? You don't need a lot of money to get started. All you need is the toolkit of your mind. I always say 1000x your mindset, think and grow Bitcoin rich. Okay, get outside of the negativity. Realize, although things are incredibly disruptive right now, there's inflation, supply shocks, geopolitical risks, relocation risks, political risks here, even specifically in the United States. That's not going to get better. But I always encourage you guys, focus on what you can control. Focus on your intention and your actions that you take on a daily basis to improve your said life. And I've said this for years, if you're not getting the results that you think you should be getting, or you're unhappy with the end results that, let's say, you're getting with your job or your income or your career or a relationship, it means that you're doing something wrong. So you've got to go back to the drawing board. More importantly, you need a blueprint like I provided for you at school, bitcoinrich.com, with tens of thousands of members around the world, tens of thousands of testimonials. We're up to near 80,000 plus students. As I've been producing content for that school for many years now. So I'm telling you guys now, if you want 1000x your life today, these are the 5 megatrends. Rewatch this video again. Then, okay, pause this video, or when you're finished with this video, take advantage of the opportunity. Make sure you get in, execute on that promo code at bitcoinrich.com. You can even manually do it if you're listening to this in your car or as a podcast or something right now, and enter the promo code 1000xlife. You'll save an immediate 33% off. You'll get all the fundamentals and then the opportunities, and I'll teach you exactly how to profit from these 5 major mega trends in 2022. You know, people think, they're like, oh, Christopher, it doesn't sound possible. It's very possible, guys. Again, the people that harness this skill set are the ones with the highest levels of income. This is why social media e-commerce has exploded in recent years. Those that understand the tools, okay, and this is something I understand very well, on how to remote work, how to internationalize yourself, how to create diversified income streams, take advantage of the opportunity that is the blockchain crypto tokenization disruption today. And then by identifying new trends, because I take my own advice, and then starting new opportunities, that's how you're going to be successful in 2022 and beyond. Here's what's super dope about it, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to do it alone. You can do it with us. You can do it with a sick community of like minds and freedom fighters around the world. We have forum sections. You can ask me any questions that you want. You're joining all these other amazing students and more, and you'll be on the up and up, okay, as we enter to the next leg of the bull market. Again, Bitcoin's still trading at 30,000. You've doubled your money over the last 2 years. You have, over the last 5 years, made over, 1,100%. Okay, stocks are down year to date in the United States, just like Bitcoin's down a little bit year to date. So what are you supposed to do again? You're supposed to invest in yourself, and you're supposed to buy low, and in the case of blockchain and Bitcoin, never sell. Because once you own Bitcoin, you can securitize Bitcoin. You need to learn about this at school. You can lend it out. You can create income on your Bitcoin. You can deposit your Bitcoin, and I go over this at school, at financial institutions, and then use your borrowed Bitcoin to buy your first house. You know, you got to be thinking outside of the box in this environment, you baby boomers out there that need to diversify income streams. If you don't trust the stock market and you don't trust, let's say, the NASDAQ, or you don't like stocks, or even if you do like stocks, at least take, 5% of your portfolio, learn about cryptocurrency, and start moving that direction, dollar cost averaging over time, even if you're just doing it for your grandkids. It used to be that grandma or grandpa bought like a bond. Now you should be buying cryptocurrency and then earning staking rewards so that your future kids and grandchildren, hopefully will do really well in the future. Anyways, guys, I love you. I'm going to get back to more, geopolitical content. I just wanted to do something that was actually practical today, get you guys to think outside the box of some of these massive megatrend opportunities. Those are the 5 megatrends as I see here in 2022. I certainly love you. Again, 1000x your life, your mindset, your health, your wellness, your finances, and so much more. Do it with us at school, bitcoinrich.com. The promo code is 1000x life. Get in today before it goes away, because after today and after this video, you're not going to be able to get in at the $239. It's going to shoot up to $349.99 without that promo discount, and then you'll be paying more, and that just sucks. And by the way, we accept all major cryptocurrencies and more. Just click the little drop down, and you can submit payment that way as well. I love you guys. God bless. Jesus Christ is King. Hopefully, all of you have a beautiful day today and start thinking outside the box on how to improve your life and take advantage of what I believe is the largest, greatest mega disruption in world history. It ain't gonna be pretty, ladies and gentlemen. Things are gonna get worse, okay, unless you make it better in your own life. And again, think about these mega trends that I just went over for a minute. Fractionalizing all asset classes, that's gonna push the prices of everything even higher, which means that the average Joe, if you're not smart and you're not taking advantage of this opportunity, are gonna lose out on your ability. What do they say? It's going to be tough to own stuff in the future. Yeah, exactly, because that's the plan. Trust the plan. Okay, so you need to hedge yourself today and understand, you don't need a lot of money necessarily to get involved in these opportunities. You can do it just here, okay? You guys need to be thinking. This is your greatest tool in the world. The greatest asset that you have is right here. Think and grow, bitcoinrich.com. And then ask me anything at school. Let me help you. Let me mentor you. I'll do everything in my power to make this your best year in 2022. That's my commitment. I encourage you guys to bet on me. Bet on me to teach you these skills. No one else in the world has packaged a blueprint in a toolkit like this in the world. I've been doing this again for 15 years, guys, and we've been doing Bitcoin Rich for nearly a decade now. There's hundreds of videos, plus you get all of our AMTV content, a whole lot more. Start creating those side hustles today. I want to read about you guys next making your first $1.5 million in revenue this year, or maybe even more, just like the gentleman that I was mentioning to you a moment ago. Links below. I'm Christopher Greene. God bless. More videos coming. Jesus Christ is King. I'll see you at school. Link below. That's 1000X Life is the promo code 1000X Life. I'll see you there. And on the next video, I'll read out your name live on camera for everyone that's newly subscribed, as I always do that. And I promise you that I will do that in the next video. So make sure you execute, take that risk on yourself. And by the way, guys, if you're still here and you're still watching this video and you still haven't executed, you just wasted your own time. Okay, take advantage of the opportunity. I know you guys can do this. All you need is about 10 minutes a day. That's it to get started, to start changing your mindset and how you're thinking about these opportunities in 2022. God's got your back. He's in complete control. So just know that, and he will provide for you in such epic, amazing ways this year. I know that, guaranteed. But you've also got to put in the work, and you've got to change that mindset here. Don't listen to all the negativity out there, and don't go dark. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Do what my brother encouraged me even a couple days ago. He just said, Christopher, be strong. So that's kind of like our mission statement this year in 2022. Be strong, ladies and gentlemen. 1000X your life, baby. I want to see you guys. We're all going to the moon. 1000 freaking X at school. I'll see you there. 1000X Life is the promo. God bless.